All right. I think that you have a good idea, Yvette. Why? Because the beauty of your idea is that we are in an economy where I like to call it the perception economy, right? Economy where content is king, content is important. Because the
True.
truth is that we are in a dispensation where very few businesses can survive without content, right? So
Yes, ma'am.
anybody who owns a business that can create good content, creative, fun, innovative, dynamic content for either individuals, could be influencers, could be thought leaders, coaches, what have you, or institutions like business and so on, you have a good business. And it's a kind of business that will be relevant maybe for the next 100 years. The only thing that can disrupt it is AI. So as you are in the field, the more you are able to balance your creativity and understand what the client wants and understand what the market needs, and you're able to use AI to integrate all of this, you have a very good business, right? So
Okay.
I think that you are up to a very good business idea. And I am happy you said that you have already provided this service to a few people. Now, let me ask a funny question. Have somebody paid you for this service?
Yes, they have paid me for this service. All the people that
Awesome.
have provided this service to have paid for it.
All right. So you see, you already have a validated idea, right? Because when anybody pays you for anything at any level, what they are saying is that you have value that can solve my problem. Okay. So
True.
I think that with this kind of business, you should be pushing more in terms of how can you become so good at this? How can you become better at creativity? How can you become better at using the tools, right? Because it's a business that the more you are good at using the tools, and then, of course, incorporating AI into this, you will always have clients. And if you are able to step it up a bit in terms of working on your customer acquisition abilities, trust me, you'll have a very good business and make a lot of money. Okay. So there are courses that will talk a lot about, customer acquisition and strategies and channels and all of that. So I think that you have put some good work um, on this business model canvas. Now, let me ask you a question. Based on where you are right now, so the things I said literally fall under key activities, right? Because it's a business that the more you are good at, using the various tools, you're good at creating, you're good at being, at getting customers and things like that. Those key activities keeps you in this business. But let me ask you, practically, from your experience so far, how have you been getting your clients? Is it through friends, family, recommendations, social media? How are these people coming to you that people have paid you already? How did you get them?
Okay, okay, this is what I did. When I started this entire idea, I first
Hmm.
of all did a couple of videos. I will look for someone that is in my friend list in Facebook,
Okay.
someone that they have a lot of followers. I will just do a video for them for
Okay.
free, so that
That's good.
share that people can
That's good.
see my work
Hmm.
and they then get in touch with me. That's what I did to be able to start
Awesome.
getting those. Then also through friends, when I did some work for a couple of friends too, that
Yeah.
they also recommended me to others.
Okay. 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 That's good. That's good. That's good. So keep at it. And you are still at the beginning stage. So you may still once in a while still do a lot of free work, and you can begin to retail your free work in terms of trying to do work that can cut across different sectors. For example, if you don't have a client who runs an NGO yet, right, you can decide to look for an NGO around you and do a free video for them so that those who run NGOs can see what you can do for NGOs. And that's one important thing that you should be good at doing in business. Be good at tailoring your value to fit different sectors. Because the video that you can do for a restaurant will not have the same kind of design and language like a video you can do for a church, right? So, in order to diversify your clients, your clientele, and get people reaching out to you from different sectors, you still use that same model and do free videos for a different set of people that you can begin to serve. So you can do a free video for somebody who runs an NGO, you can do a free video for somebody who runs a restaurant, you can do a free video for a school, you can do a free video for a marriage counselor. You just so that you can be able to penetrate these diverse markets, and of course, it's going to give you a lot more opportunities in that area. And it will also help you to begin to understand the kind of videos that the market needs, right? Because
Yes.
a video that a church that is organizing a conference needs will not be the kind of video that I would need when I'm organizing a business conference, right? So the more you serve these diverse markets, the more you begin to see clearly that, oh, these brands, this is how they think, this is what they want, and it will enable you to be able to serve them. And when you do that also, you always have clients because sometimes people cannot reach out to you because they're wondering, oh, can Yvette do something like this? Right? But if you're able to diversify your use one skill, right? Use one skill and serve 10 types of clients. So when you do that, your one skill can bring you more clients consistently because different people from different sectors can resonate with what you do and the value that you create in that particular area. All right. Now, you said that you're currently using your phone, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you have do you have a laptop?
Laptop is bad. I need to get one.
Okay. All right. So, as a business is growing, you should be thinking about working with a laptop full time in that light. And this is a kind of business that if you're ever going to make big money, the truth is that your big major part of your work will be in customer acquisition. Why? Because, like I said, there are many AI tools that I know that many of them you get to pay in every month, but I know many of them that if I type what I want, I get my picture, I put there in 30 minutes, or not 30 minutes, 30 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes, they can create a good video for me. Now, what am I trying to say? The tools to create these videos are getting more and more available. And if you're going to stay in business, you should be good at how can I get more tools, get more people who can work with me hands on so that I can focus on getting clients and giving them to do the work. You get the perspective? Because a serious business owner knows how to get clients more and knows how to use people that they call employees or freelancers or know how to use tools and people to serve the clients. So the more you are good at getting clients and the more you are good at using people and tools to serve those clients, that's what makes a good CEO. A good CEO or founder is not somebody who is constantly creating. No. A good CEO is somebody who understands how to use what is available to make more money and serve clients faster and pay employees good and make more profit. So, as you start this, you are still at the startup stage, but it's a fast moving industry that you are in also. So, you need to be thinking fast and also looking at how do I use what is available to be able to make more money and create more impact. So at this stage, as you are growing, start thinking of, okay, what role can I play to get customers consistently? Okay, what key equipments or tools do I need to have? And how many people do I need to recruit, either freelance, part-time, full-time, in a way that I always have people on standby who can service clients using this particular set of tools. Okay. But again, like I said, you are in a good industry because we're in the content economy. Very few businesses between now and the next 30 years, 40 years, 50 years can survive without creating content. So anybody who runs a business around content creation and is doing it right, you are a guaranteed millionaire. That's a fact, okay? Because it is something that people will always be looking for based on the dispensation that we are in. So capitalize on it, perfect your skill set on it, and you will see a lot of results from this. All right, that's my general overview about your idea. Do you have any particular questions for me?
Yes, I do have a few questions.
Okay.
Okay, I've not experienced this particularly, but I just wanted to find out how do you handle a client who isn't satisfied with the job you have done so that they can come back next time again?
Now, in this kind of business, being able to establish what the client wants before you start work is important, right? And that's why, for example, I've been able to do some work with very professional graphic designers and video experts. And sometimes they have a form that I fill. And in that form, I need to do my best to explain what I want, right? In terms of colors, length, and sometimes they will ask me I should put a link of videos that I feel that I would like my video to be like. That way, it also minimizes back and forth corrections because sometimes you can do a job for just maybe 10,000, 20,000 francs or 50,000 francs, very small job. And you can do corrections like 10 times, right? You're wasting
Yeah.
time, you're wasting resources and all of that. So I think the main thing that will work for you at this stage is establish what they call an onboarding process. How do you onboard a client before you start working with a client? When you guys agree on a price, okay, what next? Do you have a form? Do you have questions that you ask them so that they're able to communicate what they have in mind and their standards
Okay, sir.
before you start working? So when you have that and you do a job and they're complaining, you have something you are referring them back to so that it doesn't feel as if you're unserious, right? So
Yes,
that
sir.
because sometimes people can just assume that, oh, you don't know what they're doing. But if you have something that they said, you tell them that, oh yes, I did it this way because this is what you said. You show them what they said. That way, it shows professionalism, and of course, it makes them not to because sometimes one thing that customers are good at is that they're good at shifting the blame, right? And if there is no structure to hold them accountable, when things go wrong, they will hold you responsible for what happened. Meanwhile, they also have a share of the blame. So have a good onboarding process to ensure that. Okay.
Okay, sir. My next question is, what techniques can I use to confidently handle objections from clients? Because I know that I may meet clients and they may want to they may not be interested. So how do I handle such a
Now, the best way to handle objections in any business is to communicate transformation, right? For example, if you charge me that you will do a 2 minutes advert for my product and you tell me that the cost is 50,000 francs and I may likely object. And when I'm objecting, don't don't try to convince me or persuade me by trying to talk about the techniques that you're going to use or the kind of platforms you're going to use and all of that. The best way to overcome objection is to communicate the transformation, the outcomes of what I will experience as a result of consuming your value, right? So you can say something that you see, this video ad, the way it is designed or it is structured, the copyright script, the colors and everything, it will help you to convert or to generate leads of at least 30% or 40%. You can use numbers. For example, I believe from my experience of dealing with clients, if you use this type of video, you are going to generate at least 2,000 leads or eyeballs on what you're selling. And with a good conversion plan, you can convert at least 50% to buy what you're selling. You see, what am I trying to say? The best way to overcome any objection is communicate the outcomes or the transformation that your value will create. That way, it makes them to see, to agree, or to make a good buying decision that,
Okay.
okay, this is good for me because it will do this and this and this for me. All right. So always communicate outcomes, benefit, impact, transformation, and they will see the reason to pay for your services.
All right, sir. Then my last question is, what are the best ways to build long-term relationships with clients?
Um, there are different ways, and sometimes some of them are not very are not big. Sometimes just good communication. For example, there are people that I still deal with right now after years because of how they communicate. I just love good communication, right? Have we had mistakes? Yes, but the way they communicate after mistakes is good. So how you communicate is important. And I think that the second thing that also works consistently is create a discount subscription model for them. In terms that you can tell them that, look, as long as we're dealing together, or you can say something like, okay, for the rest of this year, every job that you do with me, I'm going to give you 20% discount. So
Okay, sir.
when they think of going to somebody else, they always remember the discount that you have given them for the rest of the year. And when you're starting a new year, always identify those repeat and regular customers who have been coming back to you. Reach out to them before time and tell them that, hey, in 2026, as a result of our relationship in the last previous year, throughout this year, any job that you reach out and do with me, I am going to give you 20% discount or 25% discount. Or if you reach out to me, for every 5 flyer that you do or video you do with me, the seed one will be free, or the seed one will be 50%. So you create these kind of ideas and you keep them hooked to you. And of course, it will help. Another way to keep long-term clients is keep on providing more value, right? If you remain stagnant, they may leave you. So apart from just doing videos, can you now upskill to learn how to do logos? Or can you grow to learn how to do something that they may need in relation to what you do, right? So the more you go a step further, the more you can be able to do that. For example, you can decide someday, you know what? If you're able to make some more money, you can decide and get into set up a studio, a photo studio, a video recording studio, just increasing the value that you can create for them, because looking at what they need and where they're going to, and trying to be the person that can provide the solutions that they need. Okay? I think if you do that, it will help you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. All right, this is good. And I think that if you finish the rest of the course, you're going to learn so much that will make this business idea such a powerful idea. All right, great job, Yvette. Awesome. Let me go to, all right, let me try and get the name right. Edwidge, are you here? Am I getting your name right? If not, I can only do reviews with somebody I can hear, especially, right? I might not see, but I can hear you. So that it's back and forth. I think I'll work with Gracious, can you hear me? You're the one who submitted. Are you the one? Gracious. Okay, can you unmute yourself? Let me see. Are you the one that's you're the one, right?
Say, please, if you can read out the idea, then I'll know if it's my project you're talking about.
Did I send you
Cannot
an
see
email?
anything.
Did I reply? Did I send you an email?
I haven't received an email.
Okay, then you are not the one. So that means there are two arrays in this group. I think so. Let me see. Are you the one planning to go into import and export? No, you're not the one. It's another array. All right. Okay. So we can review your idea next time when you're on the call. Which, all right. Let me see. All right, Maxeline, how are you doing? How is this? How are the studies going? Where are you right now?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Have you been
Sorry,
able to work on your business model canvas?
sir, my course is public speaking.
Okay. All right. All right. I keep mixing you with the others. All right. So you are not supposed to be in the call anyway, but you're welcome. All right.
Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. No, keep
I
on
was
with your
surprised the questions they were asking. I was like, later
no,
I
no, no.
realized that for it should be that first course that you first sent me there.
Yes, yes. No, keep on going with your calls. We're going to have our own meeting very soon towards the end. So keep on going with your calls. All
All
right.
right, thank you, sir.
Awesome. All
All
right.
right, thank you.
Is there another question? Is there anybody with a business question? Maria, can you still hear me? Right. So think for the people that I have given feedback for Yvette, so I may not need to send email again to you, so that's fine. I sent an email to Edwidge, I sent an email to, but Edwidge is nothing wrong if you cannot catch up now because the questions I would have asked you, I have sent them to you already, so you can use them and refine your idea and keep on going with it. Okay. All right. I think for other people, there are no questions at the moment. So we'll catch up again um, next time. And uh, by that time, I believe that you must have covered more courses, maybe past Module 10. And from there, you may have more questions regarding what you're building, what you're perfecting. And I'd like to advise you that don't be overwhelmed. Don't try to feel that you have to get everything right at the same time. Okay. There is no business idea that fully forms in a few weeks, not even a few months, all right? And not even in a few years. I have a business that I've been working on for the last 7 years and it's still being formed, right? New ideas still keep adding, and there are things that we have done wrong, we still keep perfecting and all of that. Even Facebook is still making mistakes still today, okay? But the purpose of the models and the learning is to give you a framework so that you are not totally ignorant and you are not totally doing things that do not show that you know what you're doing as far as business is concerned. Okay. So I want to challenge you, keep on studying, keep on using the frameworks, the ideas, integrate what you're learning into your business ideas, and you will definitely be able to produce incredible results in what you're doing. All right, people, we stay in touch in the WhatsApp community and keep building. Cheers.